Hello and welcome. I am joined today by Lenoir-Rhyne's head football coach, Mike Jacobs, for a small little interview as we begin to kick off the 2021 virtual SAC Football Media Day. Welcome to the show and thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Brittany. I appreciate it.
Of course. So let's just start with 2020, something not a lot of us like to talk about. But everyone was faced with many challenges in the past season. But what are some of the biggest challenges you feel your team will have to cover as you go into this new season?
Sure. 2020, certainly the season of COVID and everything else. And, the alternation of, just daily routines, which we're all accustomed to in football. But I think as we just looking forward to some of our challenges in 2021 will be, getting back some of the things we couldn't do, big meetings in large rooms and things like that with COVID restrictions. But, I think just taking a look at our schedule, we go on the road to Newberry, we go on the road to Wingate, we go on the road to Carson Newman. Just with the way the schedule falls, we don't play a home game until like the third week of September. So our kids, many of them younger, are going to have to, be prepared and be ready to travel and do some stuff on the way. So I think, from a scheduling standpoint, that presents just a bit of a challenge, just the way it's laid out. But all in all, I think we're going to be in good shape.
It's exciting. And just to touch on something you said about how you have a lot of younger faces, I'm assuming, coming in. Obviously, leadership is a huge part of any team. It's important to have leaders come back and set standards or have that kind of thing. So I guess for leadership, do you have a lot of leaders coming back from the prior season? And about how many new faces do you have coming in this season?
Yeah, we have a bunch of leadership back, and I think that we're blessed. We had somewhere in the neighborhood of roughly 25 kids who should have exhausted eligibility in 2020. Obviously, with the ability to have the COVID year or the super year, I think one of those kids coming back. And a bunch of them have played a lot of football on teams that have, won the conference or been to playoff games. And, just like anything, it starts with your quarterback. Grayson Ham's back for what seems like his 8th year, but to have a veteran leader at the quarterback position is tremendous for us. I think we have good leadership on our offensive line with senior Ian Brinson, center Blake Jefferson. Defensively, we have a bunch of guys back. Eric Jackson's the guy that started almost 40 games, Dan Luba, Amari Houston. So, there is a core and a foundation of guys that are used to winning and winning a lot. And then a bunch of young kids, and a bunch of those young kids were freshmen last year and got their feet wet a little bit in the spring season. And there's nothing like the experience of playing in a game, whether it's a shortened season or not. So to have those guys come back and maintain freshman eligibility, I think we're excited about the future here.
Yeah, that's really awesome for your younger guys to have such an awesome core leadership group, because that just sets the standard for them coming up and then the generations to come through LR. So another question I have, you mentioned offense and defense. What is your offense looking like? And then on the other side of things, what's your defense looking like for the 2021 season?
Yeah, we hope to be productive in both aspects. We're a group that we place a lot of value on the line of scrimmage. We want to, establish the run, stop on offense, and then stop the run on defense. And, it starts up front with those guys. Again, we talked about some of the leadership there. Offensively, we talked about the veteran quarterback. I think we have as talented of a skilled group as I've been around at the Division II level. Tariq Young's certainly a special football player. He's one of those guys that falls into, that super senior category. And again, that's certainly benefited from having an extra year, so to say, in our system. Dwayne McGee, our freshman running back, had over 500 yards in 4 games last year. He's a kid that we're excited about. And I think D-Wee is what he goes by. We're excited. He's what he's going to, hopefully build off his strong spring. And then, again, defensively, I think, the two interior defensive linemen, Amari Houston, Dan Luba, and then, Eric Jackson are the vets of that group. And then, John Ross May, linebacker, was a freshman last year, had a big spring season for us, as well as Percy King, another young kid who plays outside linebacker for us. So again, a core of young and old guys that I think are going to, do a great job of leading us.
That's awesome. Yeah. So looking to, this will probably be our final question, but looking to in the past seasons and looking to 22 and beyond, you have Erskine coming in, we have Barton coming in, and then eventually Emory and Henry. How do you feel about all that? How do you feel like the dynamic will change, or will it affect the SAC, or how are you looking forward to them coming into the league?
Yeah, I think any time that you're in a conference that's as talented top to bottom as the SAC is, I think when you add programs who do it right, those are all programs that have had, or at least Emory and Henry's a program that's had success at the level that they're playing at right now. And I just witnessed a D3 team in the last conference I was in come in and be competitive right away. And they have a tremendous coaching staff, and I know those guys at Barton and Erskine are doing a good job. Chip over there at Barton was in this conference for a long time and knows how to win. And Erskine's, again, as we extend our footprint further south and in South Carolina, I think that they provide for strong scheduling and make scheduling a little bit easier. And, I think they'll be a great addition. It's hard for me to speak on them because I haven't had a full season yet. I'm like,
yeah, I know, you're like brand new.
I got a 4-game sample, so I haven't even met everybody yet other than on.
You came in at a crazy time.
Yeah, so it'll be, this will be my first full go at it before we go. But again, I think, the expansion of the footprint into an already really powerful conference, I think is good for all of us.
And we're very, very excited to have them to join. It's going to be a very awesome and eventful year. But I just want to thank you so much for coming here today to do this little interview. And obviously here at the SAC office, we are wishing you all the best of luck in your first official full season. And let's just hope we can get through this one. Looking a lot better than last year. So.
Good deal. Thank you for having me. Yep, appreciate it. We got practice now, right? Today's the first day.
No, woo, exciting.
I'm up and out here of the field. Appreciate you guys having us on.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you, Brittany. Bye.
Bye.